Oh, hello. How y'all doing? Just cleaning the guns. No big deal. How's everyone feeling? Great? Good? No one's upset, right? Nah. You're completely, stable and all together here, Commish. Welcome to the, Commissioner's Show. This is the special edition, of course, the, draft grades that you've all been so wild about. So I'm gonna separate this from the power rankings. And, there's a special little treat with the power rankings that I'll have for next week. So, calm down. Or, don't calm down. That's fine. Just, I'm stable. I'm normal. Huh? I should put this thing down. I don't want to hurt nobody. Anyway, how's everyone doing? Good? Great. Let's talk some business for a second here. Give me money. You know how that works. I just need the money. What else is there? The debacle with the whole open for business transactions, ad drop versus waiver wire on September 4th at what I assume is 4 o'clock our time, because usually the business day is when most things like ESPN reset, but it's East Coast 6 o'clock. So 4 o'clock a.m. On September 4th is, I'm assuming, the time that it starts. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Now the confusion was that I thought that the waiver period set at that point. Now I'm being told by several that that is not the case, that it is a true ad drop period from that point until Thursday's game. Whatever the case may be, because I don't remember, and if you don't remember, well, you're like me, well, fuck me, that it will be an ad drop and not a waiver period, so you better be on your game early in the morning, i.e. Jay, Turkey, that will be ad dropping. So I'm sorry, that's a thing I cannot set with ESPN. So if you don't like it, well, tough titty, because we're open for business at 4 a.m. I'm assuming that is truly when the time sets. So please refrain from making transactions until that point. If we have a problem, we're going to have to put it up for league vote. So please get back to me as soon as possible. I'm not under any stress at all. Not even a little bit. Not even just a damn it. Okay. Well, other than business, let's move to business time, which is our draft grades. You can see them right here next to me. I'm kind of keeping them under wraps, but no longer. Here we go. Let's move them on up. Here we go. If you need help seeing it, just zoom in. Otherwise, kiss my ass and I'll go over it. Let's start off with our top grades. The two people that were making trades happen, things happen, and stuff. Jay and Cons, or Turkey. Jay and Turkey. That was pretty awesome, and I think between the two of them, they cleaned up on the draft this year. So that's why they're at the top of my board. Let's start with the old Cons. Way to make a trade, basically, to just have your third keeper be Julio. That was a fantastic trade. You didn't give up a ton, and at the same time, you got a lot. I do like where you're at across the board. And if Sammy Watkins' trade to the Rams pans out, which I think he's got a better Q with a higher ceiling, he's got a Q with a higher ceiling, then I think we'll be you'll be just fine. So, yeah, I like the Sammy Watkins keeper, the Julio for the trade, Dalvin Cook in the second round, which is technically a fourth round, I guess, because that's where we're gonna have to get kind of technical in that sense, almost. I like that. And the only thing I can really knock you on, for the most part, I would say, is Brady is old, but he is at the top of most people's quarterback boards, so whatever. Cons, I think you're right there at the top, along with the old Turk. Your wide receivers are phenomenal. I love where you're at across the board. And you did something you've not done for years. You went veterans, you went wide receivers, and, you know, running backs were few and far between, but you do have quality running backs. And if AP pans out for you, if you get AP 29 years old versus AP, whatever he is now, 32, I don't know. And he's got Drew Brees right there where they have to be run pass, honoring that on the defensive side of the ball there. So AP may face fronts, and he still maybe have a little bit of juice left, at least that first half of the season. Anyways, having said all that, Turkey, way to go, buddy. Way to go, buddy. So you two, top of my board, along with G. Just the guy just keeps landing. He just lands where he needs to land, and he finds ways. I do love G. Your keeper, obviously, Johnson is #1 draft pick, and it's who you got to keep. I love the Gillislee pick. I think the old Patriots are keeping him under wraps. I think they do what they do, and I think Gillislee will take over where LeGarrette left off last year. Only he's younger, stronger, and faster. It's just my opinion. So yeah, that's G. You are, and then the Robert Carey pick too. You got so many picks like sprinkled in there that I'm looking at that look so good that you landed one, buddy. You landed it. You may need a wide receiver, but that's about the only thing I can knock you on. Let's start with our next tier. Oh, you can see I'm color coordinator as always. Your commish loves colors. I like colors. I do. I just love them. Next tier is our B's, which Hotel, Odell, Roach Motel, MP. You know, I had you maybe at a B minus, but due to the fact that your wife came in and your co-owner came in and did a hell of a job. A hell of a job. She only asked a few questions, but that was it. She had her shit under wraps, and don't tell me it was you giving her notes. She knows what she's doing. Tab, if you're watching this, way to freaking go. I was thoroughly damn impressed. So, way to go, and worthy of being co-owner of that franchise. So, way to go. I like the Hyde and Walker picks early. Hyde is going to be about the only thing on that 49ers team probably worthy of statistical reasons of drafting him so high. So I think offense will come out of that. And then Walker with Mariota having a good head on his shoulders. I've already watched him in preseason. He looks so sharp. He looks so good that Walker's going to benefit just like he always has. I love Tyreek Hill, by the way, for your keeper. He is so phenomenal. He played against the Niners a week ago, and watching him just do double moves, that guy is so explosive. He is so fast and deadly. He's a play-making machine. So I love, and then of course OBJ is OBJ. So love your draft, buddy, and way to go, Tab. Let's get to the next here. Sorry, I'm trying to rush. I need to take my meds here. I need to take my meds, so I'm trying to get through this pretty quick before I lose a screw. You know. Deputy, you had your regular draft, solid top tier talent across the board. And I like what you do because usually you try to set yourself up for a trade, so that's why I've got that on there. Maybe you're smelling a trade there. Overall, though, you've got what it takes to keep you coasting into the postseason, I think. So, looking pretty sharp, man. Yeah, and I love me some Fitz, obviously. I love Fitz. Every year, I say it. I love him. Yeah, so let's move to Juan. Juan Diggity, your run backs 1, 2, and 3, they are just fantastic. They're muy bueno. Part of the bean dip. I do love the bean dip. Wide receivers are questionable only because of who's throwing on the ball. Normally you would say their wide receivers are good, but I just think that's where you're at. I mean, Robinson, Emmanuel, Moncrief, those guys are the guys in question. But who knows? Maybe Luck comes back and he has a solid season, and you guys and the Broncos, all of a sudden find their missing QB that they've been desperately needing. So you're a secret Raiders fan. That's why, even though Murray is a Viking, you still seem to just draft him and love him. And you have a love affair with Carr as well. So go ahead and be a Raider fan. Just show your true colors. Everyone wants to see it. Your Raider-loving ass. So will Carr pan out for you this year? I think that Raiders offense is looking sharp. So let's move to the next here. Rico, hey buddy, you're a B minus. You're not a C plus. Aren't you excited? You are excited, huh? You love it. Don't give me that eye. Shut up. Can Gronk be Gronk in the first round? I think he can be Gronk. Although a little high, but once again, my idea of what a first rounder is skewed because technically he's a third rounder, but I can't really think of it that way. So I've got to look at him as a first rounder. Was he worth a first round pick? I don't think so. But, you would have never gotten him on that back come around because you didn't have a second round pick, or he wouldn't have lasted through that third round. No way. So if that's who you're pinning on, then, you got him. That's who you wanted. So if you can draft for want, then that's a plus for you. I do love the second half of your draft. From Gore to Martin to, especially Martin. Don't you guys sleep on Martin. I love Martin. And then Roethlisberger to back up Aaron Rodgers. I mean, you've got some tradable aspect there, buddy. Roethlisberger's always up there. And then to top it all off, I mean, if Jamal Charles, now granted I haven't seen him play at all, but if he ends up being Denver's number one or at least a playmaker for Denver, then you drafted him in that 15th round, that last pick. What a steal! So, and of course I love Cole Beasley too. He's gonna be a catch machine for you, and you got him pretty deep. So I love your draft, buddy. Second half of your draft, especially. So, all right, let's move to this next tier. Doggies. I think you have too many questions of running back to me. I think Zeke, he's gonna get suspended. I believe it. Whether he gets suspended early or late, I don't know where the grass is greener there. I don't know what you're looking for if you own him. So that's a tough one. Blunt, another one that to me, I think that was a product of the old New England Patriots. Jay, you'll know what I'm talking about. And so with having said that, I think that's where my questions lie with you, was at running back. I do like your Kirk Cousins pick there to pair with Pryor. That's going to be a deadly combination for you. I do like that. And then, of course, you're in the same boat as Rico, where you've got, two top quarterbacks. So possibly trade bait for Breeze or something like that. I don't know. I like it. So, way to go. 99 Angry Ones. I'm always going to know you as 99. Your new name, I'm not going to get used to it. So I'm just going to call you 99 Angry Ones. And I'm sure everyone will agree. 99, you shook up the draft with your first pick. And while I could be wrong. I don't know. I just think Lynch was way too early. That was way too early to me. I could be wrong, and 8-10 weeks from now, you could be looking back on this and laughing at us all. But you could have had DeMarco Murray. To me, that was the pick. So, anyways, having said that, I do like your wide receivers. I do, even DT, because while he does have a questionable Q thrown to him, whoever that may be, he's still their number one, and he's still a phenomenal wide receiver. So. T.Y. does hurt you a little bit, but other than that, Kelvin Benjamin, I think he's going to be on his way back this year, and you have that combination between Cam and Kelvin looking pretty sharp. And then the bottom line is this, Kev. You have 4 Minnesota players. That's too many mini players to me. I don't know. I could be wrong, but maybe there's a formula there, and I've never understood it. That is 33% of your team, 33% of your team that'll be on bye in 1 week, unless you're moving and shaking and dropping them or doing something. Otherwise, I don't know why you draft him then at that point. I don't know. Anyways, so that's your reason. That's your reason for your C plus there. Let's move to the next. Chunder, hey, welcome to Earth, buddy. C minus? Oh no, I got you at a C. That's right. No minuses there. A C. For your first 5 picks, I would say were solid. Fournette. While once again, it's kind of hard to gauge. Him being a first rounder because of our keeper status and what we do, I don't know. But he's a first rounder, and to me, I think that's too high. But he would have been gone on that second come around, possibly, maybe. I don't know. But other than that, I do love the second half of your, I don't love the second half of your draft. That's right. I just have too many question marks. The only one that really stood out to me as a solid pick was that Matt Stafford pick. So, other than that, though, I would say, you had your first smelly draft with us, so, or at least in my opinion. So hopefully you come back down to earth, and I'm hoping. All right, let's move down to Super Sal, and I think you have a lot riding on those keepers, and I think that's why you may have panicked and reached a little bit because your 1-2 was gone. Christian McCaffrey, while I think that was a little too high, watching him in these preseason, boy, he is something else. He's fast, he is elusive, and I think you may have something there. Other than that, though, I think you reached a little bit on quite a few players. Overall, that Shepard pick there in the 11th round was great. I like that pick a lot, and I think he's going to pan out with all that attention being paid to OBJ. So, yeah, you have good players. I just think you reached on quite a few of them. But all in all, though, you have a lot riding on that 1-2. So, yeah, I think you have tradable players too, mind you. You do. So, all right, and then we're down to the smelliest of them all. Your ever-loving commish. That's me. Yeah, we all know why. Yeah, I kept freaking Hill in the 4th. I understand what I did wrong. I possibly panicked. I didn't know what I was doing. I lost Quincy Enunwa for the season. I wasn't able to draft in the 15th round. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I just, I'm, what can I say? What can I say? I'm going to rely a lot on Dez. Hopefully Dez, he pans out for me well this year with old Zeke being suspended. I think he's the playmaker that Dallas needs while he's suspended, because other than that, it's all going to be on Dak. And when you look down the board, there's not very many playmakers for Dallas other than, I would say, Dez at that point. So he'll put a lot on his shoulders. So hopefully that comes to fruition. McCoy obviously is McCoy, and while he's older, he's still as shifty as ever. I would say that I do, out of all of maybe my first 8 picks, keepers included, I would have to say one of my better picks is Russell Wilson. Oh, may God have mercy on my soul, because I have to root for damn Seahawk. Oh, God, someone kill me now. Anyways, yeah, I got the smelly grade this year, and I deserve it. Well, I hope you all like your grades. Yeah, I thought long and hard about them, and they're not making me crazy, not even a little bit. I just want to let you know that it's been great being your commissioner, and while you guys will be looking for next week's schedule and the power rankings, just keep in mind that I'll be cleaning the guns and watching for angry constituents. So shut up and watch your mouth. I love you guys. Hope you enjoyed it.